Hello kids, it's getting late. Time for a story. The Raven by Edgar Allan. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of some of gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping on my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more. Distantly I remember, it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember rolled its ghost upon the floor. Ugly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden who the angels named Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken sad uncertain rustling of each purple curtain filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. So that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor, entreating entrance at my chamber door." Some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is, and nothing more. Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitated then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or Madame, truly your forgiveness I implore, but the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I had you. Here I opened wide the door, darkness there, and nothing more. Depth into the darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whisper word, "Lenore?" This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word, "Lenore." Merely this, and nothing more. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice." Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping, somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice." Let me see then, thereat and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more. Open here I flung the shutter, when, with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stealthy raven, or the saintly death of yore. Not the least obscene, he, not a minute stopped or stayed here, but, with mien of lord or lady, perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas, just above my chamber door, perched, and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, by the grave and stern decorum of the contents it were. "Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, though," I said, "art sure no craven, ghastly green and ancient raven wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." Much unnerved this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly, though its answer little meaning, little relevancy bore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door. Bird or beast upon the sculpture bust above his chamber door, with such a name as Nevermore. But the raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoke only that word, as his soul in that one word hid outpour, nothing farther than uttered, not a feather than the fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, other friends have flown before, on the morrow hail will leave me, as my hold have flown before. Then the bird said, Nevermore. Starkly at a stillness broken, my reply uplit spoken. Doubtless, said I, what it utter is its only stock and store, got from some unhappy master, who no merciful disaster followed fast, and followed faster till his songs one burden bore, till the dirges of his hope the melancholy burden bore of nevermore. But the raven, still beguiling all my fancy into smiling, astride willed a conscience sit in front of bed, and bust and door. Then upon the velvet silken, I but took my set to linking, fancy unto fancy, thinking, what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore, meant in croaking, Nevermore. This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing. The full rose, fairly eyes now burned into my bosom's core. This and more I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining, or the cushion's velvet lining that I lap lying gloated o'er. But whose velvet violet lining with the lap lining gloating o'er, she shall press. Nevermore. Then, methought, the air grew denser, perfume from unseen censer, swung by surfing, whose footfalls tinkled on the tuffet floor. Wretched, I cried, thy God hath lent thee, by this angel he hath sent thee, despite, and nip-hams from the memories of Lenore. Quoth, oh quoth thy skin Nephil, and forget this lost Lenore. Quoth the raven, Nevermore. Prophet, said I, things all evil, proffer still, if bird or devil, what the tempter sent, or whether tempted tossed thee here ashore, desolate yet all undaunted, on this desolate land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted. Tell me truly, I implore, is there born in Gilead? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, Nevermore. Prophet, said I, think not evil, profess still, if vile devil, by that heaven that bends above us, by that God that we both adore. Tell this soul with sorrow laden, if within the distant Adam it shall cause a sainted maiden who the angels name Lenore, claps a rare radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore. Quoth the raven, Nevermore. Be that word our sign of parting, bird or friend. I shrieked, upstarting, get thee back into the tempest at the night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of that lie thy soul hath spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Quit the bars above my door. Take my beak from out my heart. I'll take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven, Nevermore. And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of path, just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming throws his shadow of the floor, and my soul, from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor, shall be lifted nevermore.